What's up, guys? It's Hayden.
And I'm Emma. Thank you so much again for tuning into our channel. Today we're going to be reviewing and discussing a brand new show that has just dropped on Disney Plus, which is also brand new to Australian shores. It literally just dropped today, which is really exciting. And they have released the brand new series, The Mandalorian, which is a little Star Wars side story.
Yeah.
Which is so cool, and we are here for it. It is freaking awesome. We're only 2 episodes in. I think in America, and whoever got it first, they had the first episode and the second one dropped about 2 days apart. They had the first 2 episodes ready to go for us here in Australia, so that was really cool. We could just binge the first two straight away. So we'll be discussing the first 2 eps today. We will keep it spoiler-free as usual at the beginning, and we'll probably touch on some spoilers later on. But we are only 2 episodes in, so there is still a lot more to come, but we have had some pretty exciting things happen already.
Yeah, absolutely. So The Mandalorian follows a bounty hunter through the criminal underworld of the Star Wars universe, which is a side of the universe we haven't really seen too much of yet. We've seen snippets of it in like Return of the Jedi with Jabba's palace, in Empire Strikes Back with the bounty hunters, lined up in front of Darth Vader when he's putting out the bounty on Han Solo. So we've seen snippets of it, but this is the first time we've actually had a dedicated story to the criminal underworld of the Star Wars universe. And so I love that, and I also loved just the nods to the original trilogy. This, so far, just looks like an old school Star Wars film. Some of the vehicles, the creatures, characters, they're all from that original trilogy. And I was just like, so full of nostalgia watching this. I was just like nerding out just at all the little things they were.
He was totally fanboying next to me. He was losing
I was like,
his
that's
mind.
from that. That's from that.
It's so cool. I'm so happy with what they have done. I actually don't think I watched the trailer.
No, I think I only watched the trailer.
Yeah, I'd just seen, I think, a couple of promo images online, but I think I somehow missed the trailer. So I was really going to this a bit blind, not knowing what to expect in terms of how it was going to look and all that, and I was a little bit apprehensive. I was like, oh God, are they going to do like prequels? Kind of CGI and storylines, I was so impressed with what they've done in these first 2 episodes. They've got CGI there, of course. But they have brought back practical effects, prosthetics, special effects, makeup. I am here for it. I'm loving it.
It's a good balance. Balance. And we were worried. We were worried whether it's going to go original trilogy, which is very practical effects heavy, or the prequel trilogy, which is very CGI heavy. Luckily, it blends the best of both worlds.
They've used CGI how it should be used. I mean, there are a couple of moments and characters where you can obviously tell they're a bit more CGI than others.
It's a TV show. You're going to get that with their limited budgets.
Yeah, but I mean, they've definitely still gone the practical effects and only used CGI to enhance when needed more so. So, I'm really happy with that.
So I love that. The series looks great so far. Just the cinematography looks amazing, and some of the worlds that they've created, the costume design, the production design, all of that is absolutely fantastic and very much looks Star Wars.
From the opening shot, it looked film quality. Like, it looks like any other Star Wars film.
And I think that's the standard that we hold our TV shows to now. After stuff like Game of Thrones, shows have got to lift their game. It's got to be film quality.
And with today's technology, people are demanding for that top of the range.
Top of the line.
Top of the line, CGI, practical effects, special effects.
Cinematography. Production design, all that.
They've had a taste of what it can be, and now we want it all.
Exactly. So all the shows are like stepping up their game now. And it's showing. Like, this looks fantastic. Looks like it could be part of that original trilogy. Looks like a good kind of sequel to that, because it happens after the events of Return of the Jedi, after the fall of the Empire, but before the rise of the First Order. So it's kind of stuck right in the middle there. And again, that's why it could kind of go, either way. It could harken back to the original trilogy, or it could lean more towards like the newer stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think it is set a little bit more closer to the fall of the Empire. I think it's only a few years later, so I think it is more closer
because
to
you
that
see like the
timeline.
remnants of the Empire. So you see like stormtroopers and that, and you've seen them in the trailer. So they're kind of very prominent. I wouldn't say very prominent, but they're definitely there in this world, in this
Yeah.
in this story.
Yeah. Again, we're only 2 episodes in, so maybe we'll see more of them. But
Yeah. How big of a part will they play? How
Yeah.
will the remnants of the Empire play?
yeah, really excited for this series though. Like, so impressed with the first 2 episodes. I think I don't really think I've got any criticism other than I wish they went longer.
Yeah, like the second episode was what, like half an hour?
half an hour.
Like, I wish
Yeah,
it could have been a bit
I
longer,
thought
yeah.
they might be hour-long episodes, but no. So
But even when they tried to do something different, like with the music, like they still nailed it.
yeah, so the music is still, I guess, fits in with Star Wars
Definitely
themes.
didn't fill out of place.
No, but it's definitely got this new flavour and its unique own sound. So
Well, look, you can't replicate John Williams.
no,
And you don't even want to try,
no.
because you're going to look like a fool. So they tried to, and I think this is where they wanted to put their original spin.
Yeah.
Not only with like the the story, but especially with the music. They wanted to add their own flavour to it, and I think they did that really well. I think the music was really good.
Yeah, the music works really well in this. Kind of a little bit stripped back. I don't know if that's the right
Well, it's
word.
not as grand and
Yeah.
grandiose
Yeah.
as
Is that
John
a word?
Williams. Yeah, it is. As John Williams likes to be. Very orchestral.
Yeah. It's got
big
obviously those
blockbuster scores.
elements, but I don't even know how you describe the music.
Well, I think it matches the story because the story is a lot more simplistic and a lot more down to earth, and I think the music kind of matches that quite
Yeah,
well.
yeah. So really, really good choice there, I
Yeah.
thought. Also, I love the credits sequence.
Yeah,
At
the
the end.
credits, like they've got these
Beautiful
paintings, artwork.
Yeah,
I love that. I think that added like a really nice touch to
Yeah.
the end credits.
yeah, and the way the credits are presented is very film-like. Like it's very different TV show.
Yeah, we're just so used to just credits on a black background.
Yeah.
And I think for a show to do something a little bit different and to put effort into doing these credits, like that wouldn't have been cheap to get these artworks done.
No.
Like they actually put a tiny bit of their budget aside for it.
Yeah, it looks
And
beautiful.
I think it added like a really nice touch.
It's a nice way to wrap up an episode.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what I also liked about the end credits, especially with the end credits of the first episode, is we got to find out who was playing the Mandalorian.
Yes.
Yeah, and lo and behold, it's our boy. It's our boy, Pedro Pascal, the goat,
we
the
literally
viper.
we literally screamed at the credits. Our favorite character? One of
my favorite characters from Game of Thrones. Yeah. In his
And-
short run time.
Yeah.
But
But we have loved Pedro ever since, and because we actually don't see the
he was
Mandalorian's
behind
face,
his mask the whole time.
obviously, yeah, with his mask on, and his face still has been revealed. We're 2 episodes in, his face still has been revealed, but we're like, oh, that voice sounds so familiar.
you picked up on the voice. I didn't so much, but you did.
Yeah, I love his voice so much. So I was like, oh, I would love it.
See, I was nerding out about all of the original trilogy Easter eggs and vibes, and you were nerding out about Pedro Pascal's creamy voice.
Pretty much.
Just smooth. Really good.
So then when his name Fallout... What? What did you say?
Nothing.
I'm it's getting hot in here just thinking about him. Yeah, so when his name flashed up on screen, we were like, Pedro! Oh my god, it is him! So
And he's just been on the up and up since Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
like
he
we've
really
just seen
has.
him in everything.
Yeah.
Now.
he's such an awesome actor. And I'm so excited that he is in this. What a perfect casting. I mean, yeah, we haven't even seen his face yet, but without even seeing his facial expressions, like he's bringing this character to life in this armor, and yeah,
And I still think we've got quite a bit more of the series to go before we're going to see that acting really shine through. I mean, the acting is good. It's good.
he doesn't speak a lot. Speaks when necessary, more so in the first episode. But we start to see a bit more of his personality coming out in the second, and I really like what they're doing with this character so far. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I also like how they brought out a bit of his, his code of conduct, because he's got a moral compass, and he's got his principles.
Yeah.
You know, I think we think of bounty hunters in the Star Wars universe as bad guys, like the original trilogy set up, Boba Fett and all these bounty hunters as bad guys, bad people, and this one didn't do that. He's got a job, he does that job well.
he's a tough guy.
He's a tough guy,
You have to be as a bounty hunter.
Yep.
But and we've only had
But he's, only a couple of episodes.
Yeah,
to
we
really
haven't had a
dive
lot of
into this
information
character.
yet,
But yeah, he's got a moral compass. He's got a code of conduct. He's got his principles.
Yeah.
And that really gives the character some depth. As much as we love Boba Fett was kind of one-dimensional. He was just a bounty hunter. That was his character. As much as we love him. Whereas this one, he's not just a bounty hunter. He's got layers.
Layers!
And this really, already 2 episodes in, just goes in depth to his character a little bit, and what kind of person he is and why he does what he does. Also goes into the lore of the Mandalorians with their armor and their helmets, and that you never really see them with their helmets off. That their weapons and their armor are like a part of them.
Yeah.
Which I really liked. Again, not only giving the character depth, but giving the story some depth. And giving the Mandalorians as a race some depth.
Yeah, so it's really cool to have this fresh, new, original story and this character to follow. I'm really enjoying him so far.
Simple story.
Yeah, it's
it
quite
doesn't
simple.
try to do too much, which I really like. It keeps it simple, and it does
Simple so
does it
far,
well.
anyway.
It does it well. So
Yeah. And I was really excited when I found out who is actually behind this new series. Created, produced by Jon Favreau,
yep.
who is really doing some big, great things at the moment. But I still remember him as Pete from Friends. So
Yeah, he tried to become like a UFC fighter and failed miserably.
the ultimate fighting champion.
The ultimate fighting champion.
Like that's he's
Well, he
Pete
is
to
known
me.
for his acting, but yeah, he's really making a mark for himself
He
as
is.
a creator, as like a writer, producer,
Yeah. And you know what? So far,
director.
Yeah, and he directed the first episode so far. I think they had someone else do the second episode, but
Which is quite common in series.
yeah. But so far, I am loving what John has done with this, and seriously, I think just give him Star Wars because he has really impressed me.
Yeah, and you know
Already.
what? It's funny you bring that up, because I think if this series does really well, he's in so good with Disney right now, I don't think they would hesitate to give him the series.
From what he's shown so far, I think he could do all right with it. So
Yeah.
I'd be quite happy with him to take it.
Yeah. Early days, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah. But yeah, beautifully shot. The series looks stunning so far. Costume design, the set design, the characters, the makeup, the prosthetics, the
score, it's all
working out.
yeah, loving the first 2 episodes so far.
and I think most of the reviews have been pretty positive so far. So I hope that this show does
Just
well
keeps
enough
going.
that it
Just
keeps
keeps
going.
doing
'Cause
what it's doing.
we are hooked right now.
Line and
from
sinker.
the opening scene, we're like, yeah, we're gonna enjoy this.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we might jump into some spoilers now. So if you haven't seen The Mandalorian yet, please go and check it out. I think you will really love it. It is quality so far.
Yeah, absolutely.
So jump on Disney Plus, and they've got a 7-day free trial. This sounds like we're like sponsored by them, but we're not.
sponsored
I wish
by
we were.
Disney.
Hey, Disney
But
Plus.
hey, if you want to, we're not going to say no.
Yeah, come in. Sponsor us if you like. Anyways, they've got a 7-day free trial, so and there's 2 episodes already for you to watch, and then I think the episodes
No,
are weekly,
one dropping on like Friday.
something like that. Go and check it out, seriously. Yeah,
But yeah, spoiler warning is in effect, so let's get into it. And look, there's one big spoilery thing that we want to talk about, and it's kind of already been spoiled. It's been up on the internet for a little bit. So we were introduced at the end of episode 1, and for pretty much all of episode 2. We got little baby Yoda.
I can't deal. Oh my Okay, I nearly cried at the cuteness.
She was losing her shit.
My shit was lost. This Baby Yoda, I mean, actually, we don't actually know if it's technically Yoda
There's a lot of
in
theories
baby form.
going around.
Yeah, it could be a reincarnation of him.
I said reincarnation, but then we found the timeline doesn't really match for reincarnation. So we've heard that maybe
He's
clone.
a clone, possibly. Or even a love child of Yoda and the female,
Yeah.
I can't remember her name right
I
now.
know, the other bird.
The other
Jedi
bird.
Council. Yeah.
Who knows? We don't actually know, but for now, he is Baby Yoda, and he is freaking adorable. I am losing my mind.
I think the whole internet's losing their minds.
He's like literally the cutest thing to have ever been created in film, I swear. I can't deal.
Yeah, and so, yeah, that I think really opens up a lot of questions and a lot of doors. Mm-hmm. So whether this series is going to be a link between like the original trilogy and something else, because it feels like they might be going that way. Because this Yoda, it's got a bounty on its head. So obviously I think it's like the remnants of the Empire by the looks of it, because it's like this dude with like some stormtroopers around. So it seems like he's like an offshoot from the Empire.
Yeah.
Who's put out the bounty. And so obviously this little baby Yoda is of great importance. And we've also found out in episode 2 that it can use the Force.
Yes, but okay, so they reveal that this baby or this child, he's also known as, is 50 years old. But keep in mind, Yoda got to what, 900 or something?
Something like that, yeah. So his species grows differently.
They can live for years. So I guess for them, 50 years old is actually still a baby. So
It's like a teacup pig, just stay small for it.
I know. I'm really crying at the cuteness. You have a teacup Yoda. Teacup Yoda. Anyway, yeah, he's 50 years old, but technically he's still a baby. So when he uses the Force, it tires him out,
Gotta have a nap.
and he needs to nap.
Gotta have a nap.
He's like, and he
As goes
passes
for
out for hours.
Yeah.
Oh, he's too cute.
And I'm
So
liking
much.
that little, you know, that relationship between like the Mandalorian and little baby Yoda so far.
Yeah.
Because when the Mandalorian first meets him, the IG unit, the droid bounty hunter,
Yeah.
is going to kill it. And the Mandalorian is just like, no. Pops him in his metal skull.
It's too cute. How could you
Too
kill
cute.
it?
And then, yeah, it takes him with him. So obviously, you know, he wants the bounty. But in saying that, I feel like they're going to kind of build this kind of relationship, and he's going to have this conflict as to whether he hands him over or protects him.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what it's leading up to. So I'm really liking how, because he's kind of like, you know, being a little bit protective of it. I know it's his bounty and doesn't want anything to happen to it. But you can kind of see that he does, and you know, at the end of episode 1, he's like putting his little finger out, and it's like,
That was a
and then
very,
Leia
like-
reaches out.
It was like a real like ET moment.
Yeah. As much as you hate that movie.
Yes.
Flashbacks.
ET flashbacks. PTSD.
So I think there is going to be some kind of relationship there, and I think it'll be interesting to see what they do with that. Whether there's going to be some internal conflict between this bounty hunter's, you know, code as a bounty hunter and his moral code.
Yeah. And I mean, we have had some flashes to his past
Yep.
of him as a child. So,
Rough childhood, by the looks of it.
yeah, so I don't know. We still haven't got much information, but maybe we might see a nice relationship develop between them. Maybe that's influenced by his past, perhaps. We don't know. But
Maybe.
I would love if he saves Baby Yoda. He has to. He's
Yeah.
too cute.
Yeah. But I do think that Baby Yoda is going to have some greater importance, not just to this series, but to the Star Wars story as an overarching story, as you know, as a whole.
As in, like, you think it could overlap into
I think
other
it
films
could.
or
I think it could
shows?
link to the original trilogy. I think it could link to some other, you know, films possibly. I'm not sure. That's just kind of where my head's at. I mean, you know what Disney's like, and you know what the just the landscape of film is in general, is that everything has to link to each other. Everyone's creating a cinematic universe. I think Disney doesn't do anything half-assed, and I think they will try and link it to their overall Star Wars cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think of The Mandalorian. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think of little baby Yoda? What are your theories? Clone, reincarnation. Do you think it has a bigger impact on the overall Star Wars story?
Is it Yoda's love child? Can you imagine
Yoda
Yoda?
sex.
I was going to say, can you imagine Yoda having sex? No, don't matter. What? What did you say? Did you say coming I am?
If you like this video, slam that like button. Subscribe to our channel for more. We're actually going to be doing individual reviews for each episode of The Mandalorian. So stay tuned for that. Hit the bell for notifications to see when those pop up. But that wraps us up for today's review. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
I've spoken.
I've spoken.
Bye.